A TV show canceled after 11 episodes that fans literally willed into a major motion picture through sheer determination.
The moment it was canceled, I imagine I would be in this position here tonight because that's the only way to get in this position.
An actress who performed her own fight scenes with a broken wrist, she hid from everyone, including the director. These are 20 shocking facts about Serenity you never knew.
Oh, we had a lot of fun. Come see our movie. I've seen movies like that, and it's like 4 for Texas.
1. The Browncoat Revolution. The fan campaign to resurrect Firefly was unlike anything Hollywood had seen. Fans raised $40,000 for a billboard on Sunset Boulevard reading "Firefly out of gas but still flying." They bought full-page Variety ads costing $15,000. Over 10,000 handwritten letters flooded Universal Studios in 3 weeks. Fans sent executives toy spaceships with notes saying, "This should be flying." They organized postcard campaigns to advertisers who'd abandoned the show. One group delivered a mobile billboard to Fox headquarters, playing the theme song on repeat for 8 hours. The campaign was so organized that Universal's marketing department later studied it as a grassroots phenomenon that couldn't be artificially replicated. 2. Whedon's everything gamble. Joss Whedon took no salary for Serenity, using his paycheck to keep the production afloat when money ran short. He mortgaged his house to cover pre-production costs when Universal delayed funding. He convinced the entire cast to work for Screen Actors Guild minimum, promising back-end profits that might never come. When the budget fell short by $2 million, Whedon cut action sequences he'd dreamed about for years. He paid for the wrap party himself. When Universal said there was no money, his financial advisor begged him to stop, warning he'd be bankrupt if the film failed. Whedon's response: "Then I'll be broke with my crew." 3. The executive's son. Universal almost passed on Serenity until executive Mary Parent discovered her teenage son was a massive Firefly fan. He decorated his room with ship blueprints and quoted Malcolm Reynolds at dinner. She brought him to a marketing meeting where he explained the show's mythology better than the research department. His passion convinced skeptical board members that a dedicated audience existed. The boy attended every production meeting unofficially, suggesting marketing strategies that Universal actually used. When the film premiered, Whedon personally thanked him on stage, calling him the executive who mattered most. That teenager later became a film producer himself, citing Serenity as his inspiration. 4. The DVD resurrection proof. Firefly's DVD sales provided the mathematical proof Universal needed. The complete series sold 500,000 copies in the first year, outselling current TV shows with 10 times the episodes. It topped Amazon's bestseller list for 6 months straight. Best Buy reported customers asking for That Canceled Space Cowboy Show daily. The DVDs generated $20 million in revenue from a show Fox claimed nobody watched. Universal's analysis showed each DVD buyer averaged showing it to 6 new fans. Netflix reported Firefly had the highest completion rate of any series, with 90% watching all episodes. These numbers transformed a canceled failure into a proven commodity worth gambling $40 million on 5 summers' silent agony. Summer Glau broke her wrist during the first week of fight rehearsals, but told no one, fearing she'd be replaced. She wrapped it herself each morning before anyone arrived, taking massive amounts of ibuprofen to manage pain. The intricate bar fight scene required her to throw punches, grab weapons, and flip backwards, all with a fractured radius. Stunt coordinator Jeff Imada noticed her favoring one hand, but she convinced him it was character choice. Only after filming wrapped did she reveal the injury. X-rays showed the bone had healed incorrectly, requiring surgery. Whedon was horrified, but Glau said, "River wouldn't let pain stop her. Neither could I." 6. The captain's personal mission. Nathan Fillion spent his own money keeping cast morale high during the grueling shoot. He paid for cast dinners every Friday, knowing many had taken pay cuts they couldn't afford. When the air conditioning broke in the ship set during a heat wave, Fillion rented industrial fans with his credit card. He bought birthday cakes for crew members, hired a massage therapist for the stunt team, and secretly covered hotel bills for cast members who couldn't afford Los Angeles prices. His spending totaled over $30,000. When producers discovered this, they tried reimbursing him. Fillion refused, saying, "Captains take care of their crew." 7. Jane's hat economy. Adam Baldwin learned to knit specifically to make Jane hats between takes, auctioning them for charity. He produced over 50 hats during production, raising $20,000 for children's literacy programs. The orange wool became impossible to find in Los Angeles because Firefly fans bought every skein to make their own. Baldwin's trailer became a knitting circle where crew members learned the pattern. He signed each hat with a Jane quote, making them collector's items worth thousands today. When Universal's legal department tried stopping him for trademark infringement, Whedon threatened to walk off set. They backed down, and Baldwin kept knitting. 8. Wash's willing sacrifice. Alan Tudyk knew Wash would die before signing his contract. Whedon told him privately. Believing actors deserved honesty about their character's fate, Tudyk not only accepted but helped write his death scene, suggesting the sudden violence that shocked audiences. He argued against a heroic death, insisting Wash should die mid-sentence, like real death, unexpected and unfair. Tudyk even suggested the leaf on the wind line, knowing it would become more poignant after his death. He filmed his death scene on his birthday, calling it the best worst present ever. During the premiere, he held his wife's hand, whispering, "Here it comes," before his character died. 9. The lightning-round production Serenity was shot in 39 days, less than half the time of typical science fiction films. Star Wars Episode 3, released the same year, had 115 shooting days. The schedule meant 14-hour days minimum, with several 20-hour sessions. Actors slept in their trailers rather than going home. The ship's corridors were repainted nightly to represent different areas. Scenes were shot completely out of order based on set availability. Gina Torres filmed all her scenes in 11 days due to another commitment. The speed created unexpected authenticity. Actors remained exhausted and stressed, perfect for their character's situation. Whedon lost 15 pounds from forgetting to eat. 10. The transforming Serenity. The Serenity set was redressed so often that crew members got lost. The same corridor played 12 different locations through lighting and prop changes. The cargo bay became the dining room with platforms, Inara's shuttle with curtains, and the enemy ship with different panels. The bridge was rebuilt 3 times for different damage states. Paint was still wet during filming, leaving marks on costumes. The med bay doubled as the Alliance facility with plastic sheets. Budget constraints meant no duplicate sets, so everything was modular. Whedon called it the hardest working spaceship in Hollywood. The transformation schedule was so complex, it required a full-time coordinator just to track configurations. 11. The Reaver transformation. Reaver actors did their own makeup to save money, spending 4 hours daily transforming themselves into space cannibals. The makeup included contact lenses, dental appliances, and full-body scarification. Several actors fainted from heat exhaustion under the prosthetics and leather costumes. The Reaver actors developed their own movement style during the long makeup sessions, creating the jerky, animalistic motion without choreography. One Reaver actor was a dentist who designed the terrifying dental pieces. Another was allergic to the latex but continued anyway, taking Benadryl between takes. The dedication was so intense that some actors remained in character off camera, genuinely frightening other cast members. 12. The impossible opening. The opening shot, a 4-minute continuous take through the entire ship, required 87 attempts over 3 days. The camera moved from the bridge through every room to the engine, with perfectly timed dialogue and no cuts. Walls were removed seconds after the camera passed, crew members dove under frame lines, and actors ran between positions. Take 63 was perfect until a light bulb exploded. Take 79 failed when an actor sneezed. Take 85 was ruined by a cell phone. When take 87 finally worked, the entire crew erupted in applause. The shot cost $200,000 in overtime alone, but established the ship's geography brilliantly. 13. Shaking up space. Serenity pioneered handheld cameras for space scenes.
Made space movie, Scoundrel, but if you'd go to this movie expecting Harrison...
Revolutionary for 2005 when smooth, stable shots were mandatory for Sci-Fi. Whedon wanted space to feel dangerous and unpredictable, not majestic. The camera operator literally shook during explosion scenes, creating documentary-style footage visual effects artists initially refused, saying it would look amateurish. Test audiences complained about motion sickness. Universal executives demanded traditional shots. Whedon fought for his vision, arguing space combat shouldn't feel safe. The technique influenced every space film afterward, from Star Trek to Star Wars. What seemed radical in 2005 became industry standard, proving Whedon's instinct correct. 14. The backward score composer David Newman wrote Serenity's score before filming began. An unprecedented approach. Whedon gave him the script and emotional beats, allowing Newman to compose themes without seeing footage. Actors listened to their scenes' music through earpieces while performing, letting the score influence their emotions. This created an unusual synchronization between performance and music. Nathan Fillion said, hearing his death scene's music while filming helped him find the right emotional note. The orchestra recorded before final edit, meaning the film was cut to match music rather than vice versa. This backwards process saved money and time, but required absolute trust between Whedon and Newman. 15. The practical effects rebellion. Whedon refused green screen whenever possible, building practical sets despite studio pressure to use digital environments. The Maidenhead bar was completely constructed, including working fans and breakaway furniture. The hover mule chase used actual vehicles on wires rather than CGI. The Alliance ship corridors were built full scale when CGI would have been cheaper. Whedon argued practical sets helped actors' performances and created authentic lighting. This decision consumed huge portions of the budget, but created a lived-in feel CGI couldn't match. 16. The flashlight revolution. Cinematographer Jack Green lit entire scenes with flashlights to maintain Firefly's signature look on a film budget. He bought hardware store flashlights, using them as primary light sources. The technique created the show's characteristic lens flares and shadows. Universal's lighting department was horrified, insisting on professional equipment. Green and Whedon stood firm, even using actor-held flashlights as motivating light sources. This guerrilla approach saved hundreds of thousands in lighting costs. 17. The test screening disaster. Serenity's first test screening scored 37%, the lowest in Universal history for a major release. Audiences complained it was confusing, too violent, and emotionally brutal. One viewer wrote, "I've never hated a movie more." Universal considered shelving the film entirely. Emergency reshoots added explanatory dialogue and a new opening explaining the backstory. Whedon was forced to cut 20 minutes of character moments for action scenes. 18. The death threat convention. After Serenity premiered, Whedon received such serious death threats over Wash's death that Universal hired bodyguards for his Comic-Con appearance. Fans created Bring Back Wash websites with disturbingly violent rhetoric toward Whedon. Someone mailed him a toy dinosaur covered in fake blood. At the convention, 3 fans had to be escorted out for aggressive confrontation. One woman sobbed through Whedon's entire panel, holding a sign reading, "Why did you kill love?" The situation was so tense that Alan Tudyk appeared surprised via satellite to calm crowds. 19. The guerrilla marketing army. Fans organized illegal preview screenings that Universal secretly allowed. Recognizing free marketing value, Browncoats rented theaters, bought bulk tickets, and gave them away to potential fans. They created fan-made trailers that got more views than official ones. Flash mobs performed the Firefly theme in malls. Fans infiltrated other movie premieres, handing out Serenity flyers. One group projected the trailer onto buildings without permission. Universal's marketing department estimated fans generated $10 million in free advertising. 20. The signal that never stopped. The cast continues doing charity screenings 20 years later, having raised over $5 million for equality causes. Every year, they reunite for Can't Stop the Serenity events worldwide. Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk's web series Con Man was secretly funded by their Serenity residuals, which they donated back to fans. Summer Glau teaches martial arts to underprivileged kids using River's fighting style. Adam Baldwin still knits Jane hats for charity auctions. Which revelation about Serenity shocked you most? If you want more incredible stories about shows and movies that refuse to die, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Until next time, remember, you can't stop the signal. Thanks for watching.